So what is going on, people? Welcome to episode 15 of the Peterborough United career mode here on FIFA 23. I hope you are well. And well, we are on the road very much to the end of the season. We're at the end of the March. At the end of March in the calendar. And well, if we have a look at what is to come over the next few episodes today, we start with a game against Plymouth United, who Plymouth Argyle. It's all words apparently. Who actually in real life today, as I record this, Peterborough smashed 5-2. We then travelled to Oxford before the final game of the episode, a trip to Wembley in the Papa John's Trophy final, which we will play. We've simmed that entire competition this season, but as it's a trip to Wembley, we will play that game. In the next episode then, we have Pompey, Wickham and Derby before our end of season 4-game episode. So, if you are looking forward towards the end of the season, pop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel. Words are hard today, apparently, but we concentrate on what is in front of us, coming off the back of a 2-1 defeat in the last episode to MK Dons, after picking up some good wins against Sheffield Wednesday and Bolton. Shows that maybe I'm not quite ready for the step up to Ultimate just yet. If we have a look at the league table, then we currently sit in third position. Barnsley above us have a game in hand, so they could move 3 points further away from us, but we have a game in hand on league leaders Ipswich. So we win that game in hand, we could be 3 points adrift. After all the land lies, we could be 3 points adrift of that top spot, as it is just 1 point adrift of the automatics for now. But Plymouth sit in 6th place, so it's not going to be an easy game. They are looking to secure their playoff hopes. And Oxford, whereabouts are they in the table? They are, battling relegation. So they need a big performance. But for now, anyway, let's head towards this Plymouth game. It's international week, so I think we have some players missing. So it might be a rotated side. So this is the lineup then for the first game of the episode for Plymouth Argyle. Michael Cooper in goal, 71 rated. 5 are back for them. Edwards at right wing back. Bolton, Scar and Gillespie at left centre back, with Miller on the left, Houghton and Butcher in the middle, Whittaker out on the right, Hardy through the middle with Danny Mayer on the left. This is how we line up. A few changes made, only 3. Bergstrom comes in goal to replace Riznik. Ben Thompson into central midfield to replace Jack Taylor, I believe, because Savile's on international duty as well. And Randall has come in on that left-hand side to replace Bakari. Our bench is, if you look at some of the names on there, Lakin's had to come on. I think Jones is the only survivor of our normal bench. So we still have options. They're not quite as good as what we would normally have to offer. But still, hopefully, the changes don't impact us too much. There was a pre-match graphic about Johnson Clark-Harris. 31 goals this season. He is the top scorer in this division. Randall does well to drop the shoulder and cut inside, actually. Could have played a... Well, he ends up losing the ball, and it was... I think Garner made a run down this left-hand side. Could have fed him in. Hopefully, we can replicate the real-life score from today. That would be quite nice. We've been... Other than that MK Dons game, we've been on a good run of form as of late. So hopefully that's just a minor blip in the record, and we can get back to winning ways today. Thompson, good ball forward to Ajiboye. Pokes it forward to Garner. There's a bit of gap here. Clark-Harris. Oh, that is a sensational goal from Johnson Clark-Harris. The movement just to get away from his defender. I've been talking about the delay. I didn't think he was going to respond, but actually that little bit of movement and the finish is superb. Just a little touch away completely sells the defender, and the keeper's got absolutely no chance. We've done nothing all game. That's probably the first highlight of the game you've seen I can think of, and it's come from nothing. Plymouth have been much the better team. Haven't really created anything. I'm just dominant on the ball. And that's a good tackle, and that's not a good pass. He's done well though. Oh, it's a good recovery tackle. Oh, and he's giving it. Oh, I was going to say he's giving it away, but so have we. Butcher to Hardy. Oh, it's a lovely ball. And it's a great finish at the near post from Butcher. And it is 1-0, and Plymouth have deserved that. They didn't deserve to be behind at all. It's a good finish right into the roof of the net. Bergstrom beaten on his rare chance in goal. Oh, just can't quite get anything there, but he's hit that with some oh, it's quite close to Bergstrom actually. I thought he just blasted it straight into the roof of the net, but actually it wasn't too far away from him. It's 1-0, deservedly so as well. Plymouth have been good in this game. Oh wow, Ipswich and Barnsley playing each other. That is massive. We really need to win then to capitalise on that. But so far, doesn't look likely. Plymouth definitely look like the more likely of the two teams to go and grab a win. Oh, Thompson does really well to win the ball back. And Clark Harris could be in. Clark Harris gets away from his man. It's a wonderful save from Cooper. Fuchs finds it to Randall. Oh, he tried to cut it back for Clark Harris. That should have been 2-1. Fuchs, Thompson. He loves a long ranger. It's a good save from Cooper. That's why he needs to win that. And he does. There's Garner in the middle. Garner takes a touch and he smashes it in. What a finish from Joseph Garner. And the start to this second half is one that we deserved. It's all from the determination of Ben Thompson to win the ball back in midfield. We had a number of good opportunities in that passage. But Clark Harris finds his talisman partner. And that really is in the roof of the net. Nothing that Cooper could do about that. Despite making a good couple of saves beforehand. We do have the lead. Maybe unjustly. But our start to this second half has been electric. Good ball out to Mayer on this left hand side. Little ball in behind Thompson. And Butcher, the goal scorer, is on to the end of it. He's found. Oh my word. Well, it's a bit of a scramble. But actually, we've come away with it quite well. And that's a really good touch. Fuchs gets the ball just about past his man. And Ajaboy, he's just rained past him. Ajaboy to finish it off. And that is a third. And that should be game over now. He's just managed to dance past his defender with relative ease. And when he was through like that one-on-one, well, you had no defenders just committed. His body weight's all too far on one side. Can't readjust. Well, Cooper bearing down on the striker. Couldn't make the save. Made himself big. And actually, Ajaboy's done well to find the back of the net with a finish like that. It is 3-1. That will be 3 points. We capitalise on the big game. Good ball out to Mayer here. He's got past Thompson, actually. In the middle, Butcher. And it's a good save. He should have made better of that. I'm not too sure who it was with the shot. League logo. Because it hasn't rendered in. That's quite funny. Oh, the keeper's up. And it's not far away from him, actually. Oh, it's a great save. Bit unorthodox there. But, the keeper's involved. Can we get the ball back? Oh, not quite. Oh. Can we go for it? Clark Harris. Oh, he has gone for it. Oh, keeper's back. I don't think it was going to go in anyway. Oh, it's a nice little turn and pass. But Edwards, solid as ever. And that is going to be game. 3-1 victory in the end. A second half performance much better than the first. And well, that is... I'm looking at that and that is a very generous beard I've given myself there. But anyway, really did well to overcome that that challenge. Dominant. Like I said, Plymouth were dominant with the ball. They had more shots than us as well. Just didn't make advantage pay. Ipswich beats Barnsley 3-0. Crikey. So that means we should then, in theory, leapfrog Barnsley. We do. So we're still a game in hand over Ipswich. If we win that, we'll go 1 point behind. 2 points ahead of Barnsley. We've now scored 103 goals. Lovely stuff. Looking good. It was an important win. And again, we need to continue that form into the Oxford game, which is coming up next. Hopefully, we'll have a full-strength team once again. So a game in real life, actually just down the road from me, really, in Oxford. But this game, this is how Oxford line up for this game, I should say. McGinty in goal. Back four for them. Anderson at right back. Long and Moore in the middle with De Smet at left back. McGuane and Bate in the middle. Bowden on the right hand side. Brown on the left. And Jody Jones in behind. Former Reading man Sam Baldock. That's a picture from Reading as well. Recognise the shirt. We've had a bit of growth and actually decline in the squad as well. We are back to full strength. Edwards up to 72, as is Fuchs. Garner now up to 80, which is ridiculous. And I'm just having a look as well. That Fiola guy that we signed, he's already gone down to 68 rated. Great. Frankie Kent, bless him. He's been out all season. He's now 65 rated. His rating is just plummeted. I feel really bad for him. But yeah, so some good growth in the squad and back to full strength. So hopefully that means back to a... well, we ended up playing quite well in the game last time out. But if we can go our normal selves, that would be ideal and dominate this game. Oxford, as we know, struggling, fighting for their League One status in this game. We are fighting to get rid of our League One status and become a championship side. Ajiboye, that's not quite what I had in mind, actually. But Bakari, tried to shift that onto his right foot. I wanted to find Clark Harris with the ball from Ajiboye, but actually ended up going to the back post, and Thompson's done really well there. And that pass from Fuchs, and Bakari was in, and he could still be in. It's a lovely first-time pass. Bakari, just hasn't got the strength. I was going to try and shift it back and either have the shot, or Garner had made a good run. Good play from Oxford. Work it out to this left-hand side for Brown, who tries to find Baldock. He's brought it down. How has that found the back of the net? Riznik, what have you done? It's a lovely ball in. Knight's gone in, anticipating the first-time shot. Oh, Riznik, you've had a mare there, mate. And it does focus in on him. I don't know, maybe he was expecting a different shot or whatever, but Sam Baldock, who couldn't hit a barn door for Reading, has opened the scoring here. And, well, I said about back to full strength, back to full performance. And, in fact, it's the opposite that's happened here, really. Not ideal. Get hold of it, and Fuchs. Bakari is in behind it. He's got the better. We'll square this one across, and we will have ourselves an equalising goal. It's a bit sweaty, but when you're behind, those are the opportunities that you need to take. Bakari has got the beating of Anderson, it seems, in this game. And, well, Clark Harris won't get a much easier goal than that in this season. I can't remember how many goals did he score last time. 1, maybe? 2? Either way. 33 goals in 34 games. Thankfully, he's robbed his defender as well. And he's in. Clark Harris. And he's found the back of the net again. And Oxford have capitulated in a matter of moments in this first half. Defender just taking far too much time. He's hit that on his right foot. And he has rifled that into the top corner. Clark Harris. There was a bit of vibration. I don't know whether that's hit the post or not. No. Just absolutely smashed it. But they've committed defensive suicide, Oxford. And yeah, that could be a big explainer as to why they... he sold Borough's absolute dream there, Billy Bowden. Could explain why they are where they are in this league. But they do have a corner on the half an hour mark. Could be Marcus Brown to whip this one in. We'll get there with me. Clark Harris, the man who gets it away. Bakari. He's done well to bring that down, actually. We'll get this out wide. And there's been a run. I was about to play that through to Yando Fuchs. And it's Desmet, the left back. And it's a good save from Riznik. I was trying to look at who that was that burst through. It was a left back who was furthest forward for Oxford. Maybe not the man you want in that position. Jody Jones to whip this one in. He's gone deep towards the penalty spot, and it's Knight who's up and deals with it. Bakari does well. And he's dragged towards this far hand side, and there's a ball on here, and that is a perfect pass. We'll move this one over. Fuchs, he's found the back of the net. A clinical counter-attack from Peterborough United in Yando Fuchs, who's been one of my favourite players this season, without question. He's coming back into the side. He's really forced himself in. He's just been superb ever since he's regained his spot. But we are on a charge Well, Clark Harris did really well. Could have gone through with him, but the defender was there. So it just made sense to slide it further across. Fuchs with the finish. It is 3-1 again. The second game in a row. But this time, we've got another 45 in this one to potentially increase that scoreline. But before a trip to Wembley, we're certainly looking good. Barnsley, 0-0 against Plymouth. That's a good game. They've had tough games, Barnsley, recently. But we will not complain. That does us a world of good. If Plymouth can get a result out of that, that really does us some favours. As your boy cuts inside here. Because he get the better of Desmet. He's held on to it well. And Garner, I thought he might try to curl that with the outside of his boot. But McGeady is equal to it. And well, can we get on the end of that? Fuchs! He hit that straight into the ground. It come back at him. It's a good block in the end. McGrain back to Desmet. It's a good tackle, Viando. Desmet is enjoyed getting forward in this game, that's for sure. It's McGrain, the Barcelona youngster, or ex-Barcelona youngster, I should say. That's a mad. Oh no, we've given it away in our own area. Thankfully, they've gone backwards. Oh, it's fallen for them though. It's a good block, and well, we're going to let Riznik come and collect that one. Good defending in the end, actually, from Josh Knight. Fuchs. I wanted that, actually, to Harrison Burrows. So, there you go. Baldock. McGuane. It's a lovely ball through. Baldock's in, and Baldock scores. There's 2 for Sam Baldock in this game. A very good finish. A very good run as well. Really good play from McGuane. Just patient. Baldock saw the hole in the defence and capitalised, and they're back in it, Oxford. They are fighting. Despite their maybe... that's a foul. Surely, referees. Come through, Ajiboye, to get the ball there. Despite their defensive shortcomings, they're certainly... some of their players aren't too bad going forward. Marcus Brown maybe needs to have some questions asked. It's a good play. And Fuchs can find... just about the ball on with Fuchs. Not quite have enough on it. And they come forward again. And it's Brown. Finds Lewis Bate. Finds Baldock. It's a little ball over the top. And but is there time for Oxford? There isn't going to be time. We hold on for the win. And they've made us fight harder. That seems to be a trend recently. The teams down the bottom are giving us a much better game than the teams at the top of the table. It happened with Forest Green a couple of episodes ago. It's happened with Oxford. Fair play to them. I mean, obviously, I hope they... Barnsley won. Balls. Obviously, I don't want them to stay on. I'm a Reading fan. I don't wish Oxford well. But, no, they did play well in that game. And still the board are unhappy with me, apparently. But as you can see there, just a couple of days, and then we're off to Wembley. 34 and 34 for Johnson Clark Harris. Ridiculous. And 19 assists. Right, it's Papa John's Trophy final day. I've got my tie on over my jumper. Yes, I know I look a tip, but still, it's Wembley. You've got to look a bit smart. So, here we are. Got the tie on. Let's head to the pre-match press conference. Ahead of this one. Crawley, of course, the league below us. So, we are heavy favourites, you'd think, for this game. Will Crawley make it a physical battle? We'll play our game. We should blow them out of the water, in theory. But hey-ho. We'll see how things go. It is a cup final after all. Will you try anything different? More of the same. Why would we change the way we play? We're too good for teams in our division, let alone the team below. Can you keep this run going? I think there's more to come for definite. I always say that because it motivates the players, but I think we should be top of the league. So there you are. But yeah, we're going to rotate for this game. It'll be harsh. You know, the fringe players got us here. So, yeah, it would be harsh to not give them the chance to do so. So I will go in and rotate, and I will see you at Wembley. Well, there wasn't really like a special introduction for that, which is a bit disappointing. But this is how Crawley line up there. 4-4-2 for them. Balcom in goal. Frankham, Francillet, Conroy and Mason at the back. Tilly, Alarcon, Powell and Chukwemeka in the midfield. Nichols and Telford up front. Telford scored 3 in his last 3. That graphic did come up before the before the game is what's his face? Who's that DJ? Is he still play from that DJ? Oh, of course, only 5 subs as well in the Papa John's Trophy. This is how we line up then, and I'll show you my bench as well. There you can see it. We have got Garner on the bench, Bergstrom in goal, Ward at right back, Fiola and Butler in the middle with Armand at left back, Norburn the captain for this one, and Saville in the midfield, Assad on the right, Thompson in the middle, Randall on the left, Ricky J. Jones up top, Lakin, Tomlinson, Cipriano and Mason Clark on the bench. Garner there in desperate measures. But yeah, 1 half blue, 1 half red. We were actually going to play in our away kit. It defaulted to, but we want to play in the blue at Wembley. I bet some of these first team players will feel a bit disheartened that they haven't got the chance to play at Wembley. But it's been the reserves. Well, I say it is the reserves really, the second string all season. So it would be, it wouldn't be fair to not play them in the final, I think. But it's going to be interesting. Telford, their main man, or their talisman, as it seems. But they're coming forward nicely here. Ward has got to be on his toes, and he does well, and can't quite keep it in play. That probably would have been a dangerous pass, actually. It is a Crawley corner. Haven't really managed to get hold of the ball properly so far. Thompson with the head away. Unfortunately, not quite the intelligence required, but that will come with experience, you'd think. Saville. Oh, that's a naughty challenge. That could be a red card in a big game such as this. And well, it is a red card, and Crawley are down to 10. Tom Nichols has had a rush to the head, and Saville not happy with that tackle, understandably. And he's nowhere near the ball. He's come straight through the back of him, both legs off the floor. He can have no complaints. And well, our task has surely just been made that much easier against 10 men. And it's a poor pass back inside. And can we counter now? It's Thompson on the move. Oh, and Jones has just made his run too early, has he? No, apparently not. Ricky J. Jones has scored. I thought for sure he was offside, but the Linos kept his flag down. And well, it's a good finish from the young man. And he's put Peterborough United, the League One side, in this final. 1-0 to the good. The fans in red. Oh, that seems offside to me. They could maybe feel hard done by. I want to have a look at that. There. I mean, it's so tight. He is technically onside as we look at it, but Jesus, the time of that pass was literally inch perfect and timed to perfection, as he was otherwise just about to stray offside. But we take the lead, as we would expect. 5 goals from Ricky J. Jones in 6 games in this competition this season. Good return from him. And that should now hopefully see us on to winning ways, although we are a little bit lopsided here defensively. Butler's had to come across. Ward is there. We forced them back. Telford. Forced them all the way back, actually. He's forcing him backwards. Butler. Oh, it's good. Oh, he's drilled that. As I said, we held him off quite nicely, Butler, but then a little side pass, and he's hit that first time. And it's not far away. It's a good strike, but he's just drilled it the wrong side of the post. Assad. There's a ball in hit. Jones could be in. Ricky J. Jones. Oh, he's trying to beat Balcom at his near post, but the keeper equal to it. And it will be a corner for us. Is there time for them? One last go. Oh, my word. Oh, dear. Was that Butler? Someone's on the floor. Can't believe it. The subs are out celebrating. Bergstrom not happy. Is that... It was Butler. He's played so well all game. Fiola's trying to come across, but Naderson's got the time. Norburn with the corner. Oh, my word. I think it's Assad who's tried the overhead kick. It is, but nowhere near the goal. I was saying, is there one more chance for Crawley? The game's not dead and buried yet. And, well, they've punished us. And that is the final whistle. And the 10 men of Crawley have come back to push this one. Is it extra time or is it penalties? I'm assuming it's extra time. It is indeed. We are going to make a sub then. Well, oh, he's done really well there, Ahmed, actually. And just as I say that, it seems to be a curse in this game. Bergstrom with good goalkeeping. Every time I say a defender's done well, they then give the ball away. A little bit annoying. Saville just burst past his man, George Saville. He could go all the way here. George Saville will cut this one back. Ricky J. Jones. Oh, he squandered it again. Oh, really well played from Saville. Could have gone all the way himself, but saw the space had opened up for Ricky J. Jones, who just couldn't quite apply the finish. But he's had some chances in this game. Well, Assad looking to get by his man. There's an option here, and it's Joel Randall, and he's had the strike. But right-footed, always curling away from goal. And well, we are desperate to win this in normal time. Don't want this to go to penalties. You never know. The luck of the draw with penalties, especially on FIFA. Half-time and extra time. Not much else happened other than those two strikes. 15 more minutes till penalties. Right, a couple more substitutions. We've very much shuffled things round. But desperate times have meant that Joe Garner is on the pitch. Oh, and Saville's almost found him straight away. Joseph Garner is on. And we've also brought on Joe Tomlinson to play at left back. So we're looking interesting. Unbelievable. Is Crawley going to win this with 10 men? What has happened there? And we've just partied like the Red Sea. I mean, to be fair, we are playing two left backs. Oh, Bergstrom's been megged as well. We're playing two natural left backs at centre half. Like Butler can play centre half, but we're playing Ahmed there because Tomlinson's come on. That's it. That is game, and we've bottled it. We've absolutely bottled that. I didn't even mean to hit that. I do apologise. Oh, I can't believe that we've bottled that. I should have simmed it. Should have just simmed it. Lost to League Two Crawley in a played game. What can you say? What can you say? Right, let's have a look at the League One table then. So, with 7 games left of our season, we sit 4 points adrift of table-topping Ipswich. 2 points clear of Barnsley, who do have a game in hand. We have a game in hand on Ipswich, so that 4 points could be won. It is very much a 3-horse race now. Wednesday have well and truly fallen off the pace. Well, if we have a look at what is to come in the next episode, penultimate episode of the season, and well, we've played 2 teams in and around the playoff places. We start with a trip to Portsmouth to take on Pompey. Who else, I suppose, if you're travelling to Portsmouth? We then have a game away from home at playoff hopefuls Wickham. I think they're in the playoffs at the moment, before finishing the episode with a home game against Derby, who I think sit just outside the playoffs. Big games, but we perform well, apart from the Crawley game, we normally perform well in big games. Against big games in our big teams in our division. There you go, we'll go with that. But guys, if you have enjoyed that, I should have worn a proper suit. Anyway, pop a like on there for me if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel. Well, I'll see you in the next one. I can't believe I've bottled that, honestly.